Yes, that's right. This weekend, the Premier League is finally back. The 2021 season kicks off this weekend, and it's sure to be another big season with Manchester City and Liverpool once again fighting it out to win the crown. But let me go through my predictions from 20th to 1st this season, starting off with in 20th, Fulham. Yes, the playoff winners from the Championship last year, I think will probably go straight back down. I just don't think they've got the squad to do it, and I'm also, this could be a bit of a controversial opinion, I'm not too convinced on Scott Parker. I think with the squad Fulham had last year, they should really have got promoted more comfortably, so I just can't see them doing much in the Premier League this year. In 19th, I'm going to say Brighton. Yeah, they flirted with the relegation for a few seasons now, but they never really look like going down. Adam Lallana's a good signing, but I do worry for them a bit this year. I think this could be the year where they may go down. I think they still need a couple of areas to strengthen Graham Potter's side, because he nor Chris Hughton have found the best out of it in recent times. But I do worry for them this season. 18th, I'm going to say West Brom. The signing of Mateus Pereira apparently was an insane signing and would definitely help them a lot this year, as was the signings of Cedric Kipre and everything, but I'm not sure if they have quite enough. They got a great manager in Slavan Bilic, but I'm not sure if they got the required quality, especially with their late season stumble last year, so I think it could be an immediate return to the Championship. 17th, I'll say Newcastle. Newcastle, in my opinion, overperformed last season, and Steve Bruce did an excellent job to keep them mid-table. However, I can see them falling down the league a bit this year without significant investment. The signings of Callum Wilson and Ryan Fraser are great signings, but I do think they'll need more than that if they want to seriously be mid-table again this year. 16th, I'm going to say Crystal Palace. They've been, I would say, falling down the table ever so slightly in recent years under Roy Hodgson, who has done a fairly solid job there. But I do see them getting sucked into a bit of a relegation scrap this year, especially if they lose the likes of Wilfred Zaha, given their downward trajectory over the past few seasons. 15th, I think it will be West Ham. West Ham seems to be a bit of turmoil right now, with players like Declan Rice and Mark Noble turning on the club for selling young talent Diagana. But I do think they will be able to get some quality additions through the door and maybe finish in a similar position to last year, although the Hammers will be wanting more for sure. 14th, I'm going to say Aston Villa. I think it'll be a much improved season for the Villains next season. They think they will spend quite a bit of money later on in the window, and if they keep Jack Grealish, that would be a huge boost. And I think that'll be enough to push them up the table a few positions and become a stable Premier League side. 13th, another side in claret and blue, Burnley. I think Burnley won't be able to manage what they achieved last year because they just did so well last year. But I do think it will be another pretty solid season for them under a very solid manager in Sean Dyche, and there won't be any relegation worries. 12th, I'm going to say Southampton. Ralph Hasenhüttl has done a great job there, turning around the shite start to the season they had, and I think they can push on this year and achieve a pretty solid finish once again. They still think they need a couple of additions through the door, but once they do that, I think they'll be sweet for a mid-table finish. In 11th, I'm going to say Sheffield United. Now, I don't think anyone could have predicted the success Sheffield United will have last year, and I can't see them keeping it up this year. Although 11th wouldn't be a bad season at all, especially given where they were a few years ago, mid-table side in League One. Chris Wilder's done a great job there, and I'd back him to do it even more. And the sort of signings they're bringing in, I think, are good signings. 10th, I'm going to say Leeds. Now, I've been really impressed with Leeds over the past few years, ever since Marcelo Bielsa's come in, and I cannot wait to see how Bielsa does at Leeds this season in the Premier League. Rodrigo was a great signing for them, and I think if they can bring in those sorts of players, they could be top half this season and maybe challenging for Europa League this or next season. In 9th, I'm going to say Everton. Now, Everton always seem to get predicted in 7th place every year. Although in recent times they've been pipped by Wolves and Leicester, and I think that will be the case again. They made a few great signings in Alan, I'm thinking particularly James Rodriguez as well. But I just got a feeling it just won't click again for them, and I think they may remain in the lower top half region. In 8th, I'm going to say Leicester. They were really unlucky not to make the Champions League spaces last season, and I think they may fall down the table a bit. I don't know how much they're going to be hurt by that, but I think it may be a bit of a struggle for them this year compared to last season. Although it still wouldn't be a bad finish for a club of their size. In 7th, I'm going to say Wolves. It's where they finished for the last 2 seasons, and I think they might finish there again. It just seems to be their level at the moment. Not quite at the top 6, but definitely knocking on the door. European season football would be a success for Wolves this year, having missed out on it last season. But I definitely back Nuno to do a great job and guide them back there. In 6, I'm going to say Spurs. They desperately need new signings, although otherwise I can see North London rivals Arsenal leapfrogging them in the table into 5th or 4th place. You'll find out. But they just don't seem to have a strong enough squad at the moment. Mourinho can work his magic as much as he likes. I just can't see them finishing 6th or above with this squad. In 5th, I'm going to say Arsenal. I think it's going to be really close between them and Manchester United for the final Champions League spot this season. They've made some good signings for the likes of Gabriel this summer, and I'm excited to see how they do. But I just think Manchester United may have a little bit too much for them. 4th, I'm going to say Manchester United. They made a pretty good signing, in my opinion, with Donny van de Beek already, and I'm still expecting them to get a few more through the door. If they can get Jadon Sancho, that'd be a game changer. And you know what? I've got a feeling they might, and I think that would be enough to just about secure top 4 football for them. The 3rd, I'm going to say Chelsea, and wow, what a summer they've had. Ziyech, Werner, among others, and they will definitely be expecting a top 3 finish at least this year, and they will be expected to close the gap to Man City and Liverpool a lot, but I don't think they'll quite be there yet, but I think it could be a pretty comfortable 3rd for Chelsea this season. 2nd, I'm going to say Liverpool. I think it could be another classic title race between Liverpool and Man City, but I think Liverpool may just lose out. I think Man City will have upgraded the squad a lot. Ake and Koulibaly are great signings, whereas Liverpool probably need a marquee name, and I'm still not sure if Thiago will join this summer. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and your predictions for this Premier League season. Subscribe to my other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. And follow me on Twitter, link in the description below as well. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.